A really solid point for AFC Telford United today away at Chester at the 1885 Stadium. They've drawn 0-0 in National League North, and I have manager Gavin Cowan with me. Gavin, if I was to say that you've come here determined not to give away any gifts just before Christmas, I think that would be fairly accurate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it's clear to see that there was a game plan in place. The game strategy that I put to the lads, we only had Thursday night to work on it, but full credit to the players. They went out and performed it to a T, really.
Yeah. Is it important to kind of see that today's result in the context of what happened on Tuesday? You were looking for a response to that?
Yeah, I don't want to get too excited about drawing away from home. Obviously, it's always positive to do that, and I'll certainly never shirk that. But ultimately, given the circumstances, it's a phenomenal result. And like I say, we came in with a game plan, and the lads, credit to them. Like we speak about, we give them a game strategy. If they play to it, we have success. If they don't, we fail. So the lads have to take responsibility, and they did that today, and they deserve all the credit.
Really difficult to break down today. I think Chester was sort of, I wouldn't say running out of ideas necessarily, but they found it difficult, didn't they, to find a way through?
Yeah, they'll be frustrated today because, like I say, we've come here and we've performed in the manner that we've done, and I make no apologies for that because, listen, I have to look after our football club and our team, but ultimately, it's a compliment to them. I think that's what I'll say. It's a compliment to them that we've come and done that today, and we have come off the back of a really, really poor night for us. It's foundations to build on moving forward.
Sure. I mean, you had some changes to the team today. You had Shane Sutton come back in at centre half as well. Has that sort of helped to sort of stiffen that defence a little bit? I
think, given the nature of the game, we dealt with a lot of crosses, and that's Shane's forte really. So that's what he's paid to do. He dealt with a lot of what came in. So yeah, it was good to have him in there because he got a lot of first contacts, and that's why I picked him today, because I knew he would do that. I thought equally Theo did really well today. All of them. I think they deserve all the credit. Like I say, I've had to try and have my input. I always talk about control the controllables, and I've just controlled what I can do today, and I've put in a game strategy that I think will be successful. And again, I keep saying it, but real full credit to the lads. They've gone out and worked extremely hard. Gone above and beyond and managed to get a positive result. Are we going to play like that for the rest of the season? Probably not. But for the here and now, I think there'll certainly be elements of that we'll take into the rest of the season. We'll take snippets of that, and hopefully our attacking prowess will come to the fore as well. So, in the context of it, it's a good result. I don't want to get too emotional. I know it's the end of the world at our football club after a result like the other night, and I'm not sure I've had much sleep myself. A couple of hours, if that. So yeah, it's difficult times, but I challenge anyone to say they're hurting more than me. And I'm working tirelessly to get it right, and I think that shows today, that performance. The lads went and did what we asked. So again, we have to put it into perspective. I don't want to talk about last year too much, but ultimately, I spoke about keeping everyone's feet on the ground, but we can't get too emotional with the results. I argue that if actually our 2 home defeats would have been wins and the previous 2 away wins would have been defeats, I don't think anyone would be talking so doom and gloom. But I understand we want to win our home games in front of our supporters, and that's the difference between last year. The lads have now got to live up to the expectation of last year at home, and that's what we'll talk about, if we talk at all, because the talking's done. But they were doing a lot of talking with their feet today, and credit to them. They deserve all the plaudits.
A little bit of disappointment at the end with red card for Ryan Barnett. I think, is that just for something said out of turn from what can
Yeah, I think over the far side, I don't think it was anything particularly out of turn. I think he asked why he'd given that. It's got to be the same for both sides, and he's booked him. I thought, actually, my own personal opinion, the referee was poor today for both sides. Not just for us. I thought he was poor for both sides, and they seemed very card happy for no real reason. But yeah, that's my own personal opinion, and we have to deal with the cards dealt. So Barney's sent off. It'll be one game ban, and so that's what we have to look at. On the positives, we get Shane back, we get a point, we get Ellis back. Steno seems to be back somewhat close to what he's capable of. So not a bad day.
Sure. Games come in thick and fast over Christmas, of course, so it's Alfreton at home on Boxing Day, and then another one with away to Gloucester 2 days later. So everybody's going to have to look after themselves well, aren't they, over that period? You trust them to do that?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There's no I trust the players fully. I might not be overly pleased with them at times when they go off their own agenda, but yeah, I do trust them. It's not for the want of trying. You see today, the performance today, and you know, the players. All I asked from them at the start of the game, it was very short and sweet. Go out and put a performance in that the supporters will be proud of. That's all I wanted, and I feel like they did that. I think the travelling supporters got just rewards, and I think we had a couple of opportunities to score today, and it could have been the perfect game plan, and we could have nicked it. I think everybody in the ground saw that, but they had a couple of opportunities as well, and maybe that's the luck that we haven't been getting. That hard work, it's good for me to reiterate that to the players. You earn your luck, and I thought they earned it today.
Okay, that's great, Gavin. Thanks for your time as always.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.